Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the gods, goddesses, kings and queens, brothers and sisters, and ladies and gentlemen. Before we get into part two of class, let's pay all due respects to the Creator. The sun rises. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Amun. Part 2 is based on spirituality and religion. And I told you in part 1 that gods, goddesses, kings, and queens, and so on and so forth are words that gives you titles, and titles that gives you confidence and inspiration about yourself. Yes, in ancient times and even here in modern times, they use kings and queens to identify and separate the people. You know, you should separate the people from classes and different levels. In certain countries, you just got one, emperor, and everybody else follows. That's it. You know, here in America, you got the president, the vice president, the treasurer, and so on and so forth, blah, 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 blah. Right? We also discussed in part 1 about the clothing, how our people have a problem. If they don't see anything they can identify. Identify what they seen on TV. Excuse me. Things that was identified on TV that the product was being sold. The product was being sold, so you believe in your mind that I gotta have it, that is nice. And it ain't the products that's not from the melanin people. Or is it? You see, a lot of melanin people sew these clothes. The clothes you wear, your Nikes, your Gucci's, your little Louis Vuittons, your Omani's, your Pradas. Y'all didn't know that? You know that little sweat shops they be having? Huh? The sweatshops. Who you think be putting those sneakers and all these things together? And then they bring them here in America and they sell them for $1,000 and $1,500, $800. You don't care? The sweatshops. You forgot about the sweatshops, huh? The melanin people do. You think white folks is in those sweatshops? Huh? You think they're in there putting these things together for 2 cents, 20 cents a week? Sometimes less than that? These rich people go outside the country and get all these things made and bring them back. How you think they stay rich? These are small little particles, brothers and sisters, kings and queens, god and goddesses, so on and so forth. Understand the United States compensatory code system concept, the textbook, the workbook for thoughts and speeches and actions for victims of the racism of white supremacy. You get this book and you'll be able to understand the code system. You get this book, you'll be able to understand the words that comes out of people's mouths. You get this book, you'll be able to understand how things work in society. How they could be interpreted and talking in front of you and you don't even know this. You don't know they're racist and having codes just to let them know each other who you are in your face, in the elevators, where you at in your community. Huh? I told you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use 3 books to entwine to what I'm talking about in class. White supremacy. Understand that. Don't take white supremacy as noted as the whole entire white people. No. And white people are not white people. You think white people, they put them codes on themselves. So they could be identified. They did it to their own people long before they even came to us. I'm a king, I'm a knight, I'm a rook, I'm all these things. The same things you played, those who play chess, you know what I'm talking about. The king, the queen, the knight, the rook, the pawns. Come on now. These are names they put out there to identify here in society in America. The president, the vice president, the counselor, the treasurer. You got the mayor, you got the governor. Each one have a title for a different region and different parts. The mayor of the whole 5 boroughs. And then in the 5 boroughs you have your Brooklyn counselors, your Queen counselors, and so on and so forth. Where it depends on where you at, where you live at. Understand the conspiracy. But before you understand the conspiracy, you must be able to understand yourself. If you don't understand yourself, how are you going to be able to understand something outside the realm, outside the invisible wall? You're not going to be able to understand that. You have to understand your culture. You have to understand where you come from and understand the ugliness as well as the beauty of it. If sometimes, think about this. Sometimes they tell you, without telling you, that you're a mutt. The reason why I say that you're a mutt is because you come from a mixed group of people. Who was if you don't know your ancestry tree, and if it's true, look at the skin color. Ain't nowhere near the color of the skin color of the Asiatic African man. Ethiopian man. The Ethiopian skin color is like a beautiful dark mocha color. My face is like an almond color. You understand? Because even in the islands, if you're from the islands, your face will be a little bit darker. Understand the faculties. If your own people have a problem, the way you look, the way you talk, the way you act, that's their problem. It's not your problem. Because if you change your ways and you now become a new creation, because you got to understand that most people are afraid, and most melanin people are afraid because they have a job and they're making good money. They understand how faculties, how things work, but they shouldn't even do that simple fact because you're not here to harm no one. You love yourself, so you're representing who you believe you are. And the people on the outside don't understand this. But it goes deeper than this. Y'all want to go down this rabbit hole? It goes deeper than this. The destruction of the black civilization. It ain't come from no white man first. It wasn't the white man first. We've been going to war at each other thousands of years before that. Huh? Like I said before earlier, do you want to know who you are? Now, to know who you are, is this going to help you out here in modern times? Because some of you are so institutionalized in today's society. Because you go, I live in today's society. This is the way it is. So I'm just going along with it. And ain't nobody said that you wrong. Ain't nobody saying you wrong. But you are hiding behind an invisible wall. You can't see beyond that wall. And it's invisible. You can't see it. You looking through it, but you still can't see. Break it down. You will sit there and look at all these people. Our own people get killed. Right? Our own people get killed right in your face. And you go, first thing most of y'all say, he or she probably did something wrong. You already took yourself out of the equation. He or she did something wrong. But you don't understand that person's life. You don't know that person's life. You don't know what happened in that situation. But the first thing most of you sit there and say is they probably did something wrong. You condemn your own people. Going back for what I was saying, because you don't wear the same clothes, because you don't talk the same, because your garment is totally different, your own peoples become uncomfortable. That's part of destruction of the black civilization. Just because this author was talking about from ancient times, he's also talking about here modern times. Because you do it to each other. You do it to each other. Let's read a few quotes. This quote here is from John Henry Clark. The foundation of a new approach to the history of our race. It was a pioneer research into the explored areas. This book is not only urgently needed now, but it will be read by future generations. This book should be the basis for all so-called black studying programs. This is the basic text necessary for African mental development in the last part of the 20th century. William Directionist, forcefulness in the partal warmth and insider whose own destiny and what of his people is at stake has strong impact. The destruction of the black civilization is a balance, a parcel of an ancient and contemporary African history. This from different people. Ameria Baraka, and the other one is from the black world, I guess. You understand? And then, of course, you know John Henry Clark. If you don't know, but John Henry Clark, another great scholar, who's also used to study with Dr. Ben Jehoiahan. I hope some of y'all know that. Know that great scholar. You know, he helps the melanin people here in America to understand. You know, civilization started. Civilization started. Then the melanin race. Civilization had navigated the world. And a lot of y'all already know that. But what you don't know is you forgot, because you're still behind the invisible wall. You can see right through it, but you can't see. We could blame everything on everyone, but guess what? You got to understand our culture from ancient times to now modern times. Why do we have a problem of looking at the garments and looking at the things we wear? Why we have a problem of buying our own products? You don't even want to buy your own products. You'll sit there and go, oh, I'll buy the products. No, you won't. The minute you see something, Armani or Prada, Gucci and all this, oh, I got to get that. You are programmed. You are so programmed that even as the products is put in your face, you'll look at it, oh, that's nice. But you ain't trying to buy nothing. And then you're not even telling your children. You're not even trying to feed it to your children. Huh? You sit your children in front of the TV set and let them get brainwashed. TV ain't nothing but entertainment. TV ain't nothing but entertainment. You can use it for a metaphor. That's what I do. See, when I watch TV, I use it as a metaphor. And I use it and I study it. And then I break it down up in here. You understand? The destruction of the black civilization. You got to understand the basics. Nobody got to be a rocket scientist. You ain't got to be no technical historian. You read a few books, and then from that point on, you'll understand some of the dates and times. But okay, but you as an individual here living in modern times right now, you tell me how that's going to work for you. You can use it and apply it for you. And as you use it and apply it for yourself, you apply it to your family. It ain't going to be easy. I'm going to tell you that it's not going to be easy, but you use that. You must reconstruct yourself, your mental state of mind, reconstruct the way you're eating, reconstruct the way how you behave. And then you got to be able to hold that down and stay steadfast. This is part 2. I'm Chocolate Amun Ra. Peace.